Hello, everyone. Welcome to Class 73. Today we'll be presenting sports not involving balls.
So I did the Russian face slapping. Russian face slapping is a professional sport in Russia. It is not only famous in Russia, but famous all over the world. In this sport, adult men take turns slapping one another across the face until one of them falls out or passes out. It seems really painful, and it is. A lot of people have gotten injuries during this competition or due to the sport. As of now, the face slapping champion is Vasily Kamotitsky. There are 3 rounds, and a competitor must have a mouth guard and ear protection.
I'm going to be talking about figure skating. So, figure skating is a winter sport where ice skaters perform freestyle movements with jumps, spins, and footwork in a graceful manner. And there are various different types of ice skating or figure skating, and it comes in singles, pairs, ice stands, and synchronized team skating. And figure skating has become one of the most popular sports in the Winter Olympics.
I'm gonna be talking about diving. So diving is a sport of jumping or falling into the water from a platform or springboard. It's recognized as part of the Olympic Games. The first modern diving competition was held in England in the 1880s. The exact origins of diving are unclear. So the first type of diving was plain diving, which is just diving as a preliminary to swimming. The second type of diving is called fancy diving, which introduced elastic boards and focuses on the diving part. There are 6 groups of diving. The first group is forward, which is when the diver takes off facing forward and rotates forward. The second group is backward, which is when the diver takes off with their back to the water and rotates backward. The third group is called inverse, which is when the diver takes off with their back to the water and rotates forward. The fourth group is reverse, which is when the diver takes off facing forward and rotates backward. The fifth group is twist, and it's any dive incorporating an axial twisting movement. And the last group is called arm stand, which is any dive commencing from the handstand on the platform.
Track and field is a sport that includes athletic contests based on running, jumping, and throwing skills. The name is derived from where the sport takes place, a running track and a grass field. The foot racing events, which includes sprints, middle and long distance events, race walking, and hurdling, are won by the athlete who completes in the least time. The jumping and throwing events are won by those who achieve the greatest distance or height. Regular jumping events include long jump, triple jump, high jump, and pole vault, while most commonly thrown events are shot put, javelin, discus, and hammer. There are also combined events or multi-events, such as the pentathlon, consisting of 5 events, heptathlon, consisting of 7 events, and decathlon, consisting of 10 events.
I'll be talking about cross country. So, in simpler terms, cross country is just organized long distance running. For high school, the distance of a typical meet is around 3 miles, and it is important to stretch regularly and gradually build up to a longer distance in order to trade for this sport. The sport originated in the early 19th century, where it was practiced in England. It was introduced in the Olympics in 1912, but dropped in 1924 due to many runners dropping out as a result of the extreme heat. And there are still professional cross country meets where men usually run 10 kilometers and women usually run 5 kilometers today.
Sparring. So the materials needed for sparring are gloves, headgear, foam padding for protection, and so the basic rule of sparring is introduction of sparring is it's a very competitive sport in this sport of karate, and the best way to practice it is by practicing stamina. Since each round is usually 1 to 2 minutes and half a minute break in between. the fighting will be in fast pace. So some practicing techniques will be running, kicks, punches, and push-ups. And it's important to keep stretching after each round of practicing as it prevents cramps. During sparring, make sure to have strong punches and kicks.